Recording.
Is that silver-haired daddy of mine? If I could recall the heartaches.
Well, good morning, fellow Versus X riders. It's Anthony. Long time no talk. It's been interesting year so far, and it looks like it could stay interesting. But I have been distracted from writing and making YouTube videos. Let's see, now don't run in front of me. That's not a good plan for either of us. I hope he, yeah, it looks okay. He got away. All right. Poor little thing. Got all excited, got tangled up in the fence there. Anyway, so, I don't know. Where to start? I've only been working part-time at work, and recently that changed due to projects. And about the time I got those projects kind of lined out in my head, ready to start moving on them, this would have been just early July. My father passed away, and as the oldest, the business of executorship, I guess, falls to me. And I mean, I guess alongside with all the emotions and things that you got to sort out when you lose a family member, there's also a lot of thoughts of how well do I have my things in order, and what kind of a mess would I leave my kids if well, I guess to be honest, if if I make a mistake on the motorcycle or something and didn't get back in a functioning manner. So I know we've been working on that, and I need to finish that part up, I guess. But today, the first time since, I'll turn this down a little bit. The first time since my father's passing that I've had the bike out, and it's just to ride to work, but it's kind of nice to be back on two wheels. Figured out a way to get my coffee transported without having to put a coffee cup holder up here. By the way you do that is to get a nice Stanley or some other brand coffee cup that, you know, stainless steel coffee cup that's insulated, that has a cap that actually seals properly. A lot of them don't. And then I can carefully put it up back there so that the cappuccino layers don't get messed up, and head on into work. They do get shook up a little bit, but it usually is still pretty good by the time I get there. And gee, it seems like I've been a lot busier than that, but I guess those are just things that take a lot of time and energy out of you. So maybe for the rest of the ride, we'll just enjoy being on the bike. I'll leave the video rolling, and whether you get to see it or not depends on whether I screw up. Do hope once things settle down to kind of give you an update. I bought this Versus in 2017, and I'm still loving it. Still got things to do to it. I've got some inexpensive LED lamps that I want to mount on the engine guard for, late night trips coming back down off the mountain. I almost always try to be back before dark because deer. Um, but sometimes you just get up exploring and you can't turn around until you find out where the end of the road is, and so you need more light. And putting the LED headlamp in here made a lot of difference, but sometimes you could use a little bit more, especially just kind of close in and on the sides of the road. So, speaking of LED headlamps, I know I said I was going to stop talking, but I guess I'm not. I've ordered a new LED headlamp for this bike. I replaced the LEDs in my Prius and in my Silverado with a different type of LED. I mean, I guess they're still LEDs, but the way they're manufactured, the original ones that came out, 4 or 5 years ago were less like a point source of light, like a halogen or standard incandescent bulb is. The ones that I replaced in the two vehicles have a very thin wafer board that the LEDs are mounted on, so it's about as close as you can come to having a single source of the light, and the beam focuses a lot better. I think not only do I get to see further down the road, but in lamps that are designed to have a cutoff like the Prius. My truck's too old to have that, but either way, they both focus properly in the fixture. So you don't have that splat of light up close and nothing down the road. And the lamp in this Versus is, I bought it in 2017, so it's also kind of the older style. This one has 3 edges. So it tries to act like a single source of light, but the source is, just a few millimeters past where it needs to be. And so even though it provides a decent amount of light, there's some dark spots that, they've never really bothered me, but okay, that's not true. If they didn't bother me, I wouldn't be replacing it. But, they function fine. It's just I thought I could do better. And whenever I think I can do better, then I got to try to do better. And so I have a new lamp for the bike as well. Now, one commenter mentioned that I could get this wrong. I think he said the left side of the bike, and I didn't think to ask if that was if you were standing in front or standing or in the riding position. So if you decide to try this, you're going to have to fool around, but check which side. But he indicated that if you turn the handlebars all the way in one direction, like if you're going to try the left, I think you turn the wheel to the right. Then you can reach up in there and change the bulb without disassembling the upper and lower fairing. I think that I haven't tried it. I probably will give it a go just to see when I try to swap this one out. My suspicion is that might work with the incandescent bulb, but with the LED bulb, when I put that back in, I had to take special care to mold the rubber boot that goes around the light, around the heat sink and fan of the LED. And I don't know. If I'm successful at it, obviously I'll let you know, but I think I'm going to have to take the fairing off in order to change this, even if I can reach it, just because of the, how tricky it is to get the boot back on properly. So, I think that's about it. greetings and have a great day. So long. This is Anthony, North Idaho 9 Bravo Adventures, signing off for now. See you down the road.